My name is Lynn. I am the Wellness Center Director at Bluestem Wellness, located here in North Newton at Kidman Bethel Village. Our philosophy here is to keep our residents as physically fit as possible, and that actually helps with their independence. When it comes to physical activity, why it's really important, especially as we age, we don't realize that, we get more stiff, so range of motion is really, really important.
My name is Andrea Unruh, and I am the Restorative Exercise Program Coordinator at Kidman Bethel. One of our ways that we work with our residents is through group exercises. So we do strength and balance. We also work with some strength with bands and trying to get our upper body strength working. When residents have to get up out of chairs, you need your upper body strength. When you need to get up out of bed, we always need to work on our strength for the whole body. All right, we're gonna start with upper body workouts. If you have a band, just like this, you can get that. Weights are also very good for these exercises. Cans of soups or water bottles also can be used. So at first, we're gonna do some bicep curls. So you're gonna bring your band to the ground. You can also watch Lynn as she does the bicep curls. You're gonna put both feet onto the band. Keep your elbows close to your body. Hold the band just like this, and you're gonna bring that right up to the shoulder and back down, alternating right then left. A good set of rules is to do 10 on each side. So that would be 1 rep, this would be 1 rep. And just make it nice, slow, deliberate movements. Not fast, because that's not helpful for the muscle, just nice and slow. All right, next set. If you bring your band in front and then inside of your knees and hold, again, elbows close to the body, and Lynn will show with the weights, you're going to bring your elbows back like you're elbowing somebody behind you and forward. Notice that I'm not bringing my hands up, I'm just bringing them straight back. This is a great exercise for your back muscles, shoulder blades, helps with lifting yourself out of bed, lifting yourself up out of a chair. Nice, slow, deliberate movements. Again, a set of 10 reps is perfect. All right, next exercise, upper body exercise. You're gonna bring up your band. You're gonna grab somewhere in between, like kind of the middle, and you're gonna bring your left fist right to your chest. And you're gonna hold the band about 1 foot down, and you're gonna bring your arm out and back in. This will do your triceps. Lynn's going to use the weight for a different kind of tricep movement if you have weights. Just bringing that straight down and straightening out your arm. Doing 10 reps on your right side, and then all you gotta do is switch it around, bringing your right fist to your chest, left is down here, and then you're straightening out that arm for triceps. Try not to go too fast. All right, okay. I'm gonna put my band down. I think Lynn can keep hers. We're gonna do a shoulder rotation. And so you're gonna start at your belly button, and you're going to bring your arms out. I'm gonna scooch back here, and back in. And then in and out. Try not to move those arms out like wings. You're just gonna keep it nice and stable. This is great for people who have arm or shoulder issues. If they can't lift high, you're keeping this at a level that is really easy for rotation and range of motion. All right, I'm gonna scooch back up. We're gonna do leaning side to side, and we're just gonna go back and forth. If you can almost touch the ground, that would be great. I don't want you to lean side and kind of just lift up your bottom on this side. You just try to keep as stable as possible on your chair. Great for the obliques and core muscles. This feels really, really good when you need a good stretch on your side too. And one, like if you go to the left side and then the right side, that would be each 1 rep. So 1, and then 1, and then 2, and 2, and you can do 10 reps. A good rule of thumb is 10 reps is a good way to start any kind of exercise. All right, our next exercises will be range of motion for your fingers and thumbs and wrist. So just working those wrists in circles, and then you can reverse that circle up and down, and you can also use the weights if they are very light weights, and then just working that wrist. Sometimes we forget that our wrists need to be moving. Mobility is really, really great, and continue to do that. This is wonderful exercises to do as you watch TV in your recliner or just sitting around. All right, another great exercise is just bringing those fingers out and in. Holding whichever way, just moving them around. Going as slow, or now this one you can go fast as you want. And then going thumb to fingertip and back. And then trying to make that faster and faster. Trying not to look down. If you need to at first, that's great, but try to work on not watching as you do this. Great mobility for the fingers. All right. And this you can do however often you want and however long you want to do it. So no kind of reps or anything. If you just want to do it for 20 to 30 seconds, just would be great. All right, I'm gonna grab my band again, and Lynn will grab the weights, and we're gonna do some lower body workout stuff. So right now I'm just gonna bring this band underneath the knees, just like this. I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm gonna twist it around, just like a twist tie, and hold down just like this. All right, we're gonna do high knee marches. So we're gonna bring those legs up and those quad muscles. It's really important to get those knees as high as you can, because as you walk, a big fall risk is when we do not bring our knees up high enough, and we trip and fall on the carpet by not bringing or having our step be too high enough. So bringing those knees up, and you can go until maybe 20 times or 30 times, because this is a really great exercise for those quad muscles. All right, next exercise. Gonna bring my feet together, or my ankles together, and then I'm gonna bring these knees and I'm gonna push them out, just like so. Again, 10 reps would be perfect to do. We don't normally walk sideways or backwards, so this is a great exercise to build up those side or hip muscles for balance. We're always walking forwards. Our quad muscles are constantly getting used, but to build up these side hip muscles are just very, very important for balance. All right, next exercise, I'm gonna start with my right knee, and I'm gonna bring my knee up and out and back in, like I'm stepping over a curb. Real life. So when you are stepping up on a curb, this is a great exercise to bring your leg up and over it. Again, fall risk is really, really dangerous. So to bring that knee up and out is really good. 10 reps on this side, and then you can switch. Left side, up and out and back in. And if you need even kind of a visual, if you need to put a pillow on the ground to go over it, use anything that you can use to go over that curb, that imaginary curb. All right, okay. I'm gonna untwist that band, And I'm gonna do some leg push-outs. So I'm gonna bring that band to the ground. I'm gonna step with my right leg on, just in the middle. As you can see, in the middle of the foot. I'm gonna hold the band like horse's reins. Like if we're riding on a saddle and we have some reins. I'm gonna bring my knee up. I'm gonna push out with my heel and back up. And out and up. Trying to keep my back as straight as possible. If you need to scooch back in your chair so you have stability on your back, you can do that. All right. Good, and then obviously going to switch to the left side. 10 reps on each side is really, really good. So I'm gonna bring that knee up, push out with that heel, and in and out. Same kind of rule, try to go nice and slow and not fast. You're working that quad muscle along with everything else that's involved with this, pushing that knee, pushing that leg out. All right, I'm gonna bring that back down. Ankle mobility is extremely important, just like when we worked our wrists and our fingers. Ankle mobility is great for walking and for balance. So when you're watching a TV show, just tapping your toes on the ground, starting on one side, and again, you can go 20 to 30 seconds, and then switch side and go to your other side, tapping your toes. And then other varieties that you can do, keeping that heel on the ground and going back and forth, kind of like a windshield wiper, back and forth. These are exercises you don't think you'll get tired doing, but then all of a sudden you realize, wow, that really works my ankle quite a bit. All right, I'm gonna switch over to the other side and going back and forth. This can be done daily, if not a couple of times a day, if you have the time to do that. All right, another ankle exercise is doing ankle circles. Nice and slow, and then reversing that direction. To make it fun, you could actually do your name. You can do letters of the alphabet or numbers to spice things up. All right, other side, we'll do ankle circles. And then reverse that direction. Yep, again, 20, 30 seconds, or if you want to count to 10 circles, that would be fine. All right, bringing that back down. All right, I'm gonna let Lynn talk to us about core workout, things we can do in our seat for our middle part.
All right, so the first exercise we're gonna do are chair sit backs. It's pretty much like you're doing a sit up, but in a chair. So what you'll do is sitting up nice and tall, sitting at the end of your chairs, feet planted, take your hands and put them onto your shoulders. You're just gonna sit back without touching the back of your chair and sit straight up. So make sure you're keeping your core engaged the entire time. And there you go, we're doing sit-ups sitting in a chair. So I'd say a good rule of thumb is to do about 10 to 12 reps of these. And then once you're done, you could transition into like a crunch. So bringing our elbows to our knees. Again, core engaged. We're just gonna come, bend, bring our elbows to our knees, and straight up. And again, remember to focus on keeping that core engaged. And you will feel that. And don't forget to breathe. And then again, you could do 10 to 12 reps of these. All right, and the last one we can do, we'll just bring our arms straight out. Again, core is nice, tight, locked, and engaged. You're gonna hinge at the waist, reaching forward, and then back up. And again, like the others, 10 to 12 reps. And you could do this when you're watching TV or whenever. All right.
These next few exercises are great for strength and balance. I want you to grab a chair and make sure to always hold on with both hands when you are doing these exercises. When we're walking, we're normally on one leg 60% of the time. So when we are walking, we are always just on a single leg 60% of the time, or going upstairs or doing other variety of movements. So getting our one leg balanced is very, very, very helpful. So first, I want you to just bring those knees up and do high knee marches. Keeping your hands on the chair, trying to keep your head up and not looking down at your feet. Working on trying not to always constantly looking at your feet. If you need to do that, that's okay, but just keeping that head up. Again, if you want to count to 20 for high knee marches, it would be perfect kind of reps. And then I'm going to have us do tiptoes. So we're going to go on up on our tiptoes and back down. And up on our down. I want you to focus on keeping most of the weight on the big toe and not on the sides of the feet. So balls of the feet, and try to get some of that weight on the big toe. And again, about 10 to 20 reps would be good. This really works those calf muscles. All right, next exercise will be toe taps going right and then left. I just want you to lightly tap to the side and keep most of that weight on the foot that is not tapping. This is a great balance exercise. Again, if you want to count to 10 to 20, however much, just don't get too tired. Always stop when it's feeling uncomfortable or unstable. All right, now we're going to go back with our right and then back with our left. This will work your hamstrings. Again, we're always moving forward and we're not moving backwards. So this is a great exercise to work those hamstrings, to build up that back bottom area, keeping a hold of the chair, and trying to look up as you do the exercise. All right. The next exercise will be our sit to stands. Coming to the front, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna scooch up a little bit in our chair. We're gonna have a nice wide base and our toes are gonna be pointed outwards. And we're gonna work on not rocking forward, because again, very much of a fall risk is when we go too much forward. So we're gonna try to go as straight up as possible, but we're gonna try to keep our weight on our heels as much as possible. So we're just gonna give you some examples of how to do a nice sit to stand. We're gonna come up, come back down, up and down. Notice that we're both slowly going down and not plopping down. This would be a plop. So go up and nice and slow back down. Up and down. If you need to make your base wider, there's no problem with that. Lynn will show you how to make the base wider. Great. It helps with knee, if you have knee issues or pain, the wider the base, the better. All right. Okay, that is all for our strength and balance.
So I'm just gonna lead you in a little cool down, starting with our upper body, then our lower body, and then usually ending with some breathing. So first thing what we're gonna do, we're just gonna inhale, arms out wide, and then we'll exhale and bring our right arm across. And then here I usually like to add a little bit of wrist circles, nice and gentle. Change direction. All right, from right here, we're gonna lift our right arm all the way up. We'll bend at the elbow like we're patting ourselves in the back. Nice tricep stretch. And relax, and again, we'll arms out wide, inhale. Exhale, we'll bring that left arm across. We're gonna push with our right, and again, gentle wrist rolls. Go ahead, change direction. Now we'll bring our left arm all the way up. And again, bending at the elbow, tricep stretch. And relax. Now we're just gonna transition down to our lower body. So we'll grab our right knee, sitting up nice and tall. You'll point that toe, and then we'll flex. Go ahead and point and flex, and we'll bring our heel all the way down to the floor. Go ahead, grab both sides of that chair. We're gonna hinge at the waist, hamstring stretch, so you should feel that right back in here. Don't forget to breathe, and we'll relax. And then go ahead and lean into that again. See if you could get into a deeper stretch. This should not hurt. This should feel good. Good, and then we'll relax. Bring that foot back in to the left side. Go ahead, grab that knee. I'm gonna point, then flex. Point once more, flex. Bring that heel all the way down to the floor. Once again, let's grab both sides of that chair. Nice and tall, hinge at that waist. And relax. And go ahead and hinge at that waist. So we are holding these for about 10 seconds. And relax. Bring that back. Next, we're actually gonna do a spinal rotation. So what you'll do, take that right ankle, we're gonna cross it over our left. We're gonna grab our right onto our left, and then we'll open, looking back like we're backing the car out of the garage. And then once again, relax, and go ahead and turn. And relax and untwist. Other side, so we're gonna grab that left over right, left hand, then we'll open. Relax, and look again. And relax. And here's one of my favorite exercises. We're gonna stretch out our side. So you're just gonna take that right, you're just gonna reach over. Make sure you're pushing down on that hip so you'll feel that right here. So you're not up here, you're down there. Hold for about 10, and then we'll switch. And then we'll do a little full body, hands together, and just gonna go straight into the ceiling. Really elongate that spine. Good, and relax, and we'll finish with some breathing. So you'll go ahead and start with an inhale. Like you're smelling the roses. Exhale, blowing out birthday candles. Again, inhale, smell those roses. Exhale, birthday candles. We got 2 more, big inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And there is your cool down.
The exercises that you just saw are wonderful exercises that you can do anywhere. They're great exercises for obviously our lower body and our upper body. And whether you are 10 years old or 90 years old, these are great exercises to do always. And if you need to do them, if you have time to just do them a couple of times a week, that would be great. If you can do it 3 or 4 times a week, even better.